In the previous episodes of Jhalana Safari video series, I took you through various areas in the 3 zones of Jhalana Leopard Reserve and brought you a handful of different leopards in this park, including the famous and the most photographed leopard face of Jhalana Leopard Reserve, Rana, and his long march past in front of my camera in the freezing morning hours for a long duration. This time, in the series finale video from Jhalana, we will venture back to Jhalana and spend time with another 3 leopards that are living in this wild kingdom. Stay tuned and watch till the end of the video without skipping the scenes, and recommend to watch the video with 4K settings in a big screen if possible to enjoy the visuals, the jungle scenes that Jhalana is offering. Welcome back to the channel. This is Bijoy with you, and you're watching Jhalana Safari video series by Abey Odysseys from the jungles of Jhalana Leopard Reserve in Rajasthan, which is the first leopard reserve in India. In this episode, we will explore the jungle regions of Jhalana to get amazing wildlife sights of 3 different leopards in their habitat, and witness an unsuccessful mating approach of antelopes and the pathetic sight of a wounded spotted deer, which we may tag as the rule of the jungle. Before I begin the episode, special thanks to Ahmed from Ranthambore for organizing all my safaris and stay both at Ranthambore and Jhalana. Leaving from my hotel, I reached to the safari gate well in advance for my afternoon safari this time also. I was the first guest to arrive to the jeep, and the driver politely asked me to wait for other guests to arrive before we start the safari. Jhalana, our 3rd safari will be done on this vehicle, and I'm traveling with Rohit. Other than me, today in the jeep, there are 3 foreigners and a North Indian family. These are some rules that to be followed while you are inside the forest while doing a safari. However, this board is being broken down and it's fallen down. As soon as we entered the gate and started driving on the jungle path, we saw several langurs sitting on the forest walls and eating fruits and other foodstuff. I was confused and asked about it to the driver, and he said the people keeps the food for the langurs and the nilgais on the wall there. Oh, उधर वो नीलगाय भी है। साइड में We continued the drive through the same route that we covered last evening, and our driver got a call from his mates from some area and advised him there is sighting going on. We rushed over there. Being a small park, we reached to the spot in about 5 minutes. Those vehicles waiting there since some time, and they said the leopard had walked inside the bushes, and we all waited. There is a leopard somewhere inside under the shaking plants and bushes over there.
आगे बढ़ता जा रहा है। नहीं, इधर से रोड क्रॉस करेगा। एक बार रुक जाओ। क्रॉस करेगा तो यार आ रहा। अरे यार रुक ले, कोई बात नहीं। वो भाग के जाएगा, इससे बढ़िया आराम से आगे।
In a while, a glorious leopard walked out from our left side, moved across the path in front of our vehicle. Grey francolin birds stood fearless beside him on the roadside, as he walked and disappeared inside the bushes. Though we got to see him only for a minute from the moment he started walking inside the bushes, it was a perfect sighting and we all were thrilled in the beginning itself. Jhalana is slowly becoming a favorite destination to spot leopards in the wild. Otherwise shy cats is the apex predator here and does not have much competition for survival, which makes them confident and therefore better sightings. The first leopard reserve in India, Jhalana, is spread over an area of little more than 20 square kilometers. Was opened for the tourists for the first time in December 2016, and in 2017 Jhalana was identified as the leopard reserve by the Rajasthan Forest Department. A group of nilgais were seen standing under the trees and we stopped to see them. Another safari jeep was also waiting there in front of us. The nilgais moves in different groups and the male nilgai is seen close to the females only during the mating time. And this group of females has a male nilgai among them. As we were waiting, the male nilgai approached one of the female for mating. However, it was an unsuccessful approach and he had to turn back disappointed. Our jeepmates, the foreign travelers, were really funny guys and they shared some jokes about the sight we just had. Records say approximately more than 40 leopards are there at the Jhalana Leopard Reserve. Other than the leopards, you can spot striped hyenas, Indian civets, desert cats, jungle cats, desert foxes, jackals, porcupines, jungle rats, monitor lizards, mongoose, sambar deer, spotted deer, the nilgais, and a variety of snakes as well. Jhalana Safari Park gains quick popularity among wild enthusiasts and holds a prominent place in the wildlife tourism in the world. Due to their diurnal nature, leopards can be seen in daytime as they are not scared of the presence of jeeps and humans in their natural habitat. With a good and healthy population of leopards, Jhalana Safari Park is the best place to sight leopards. Sometimes it just happens within 5 minutes of entering the park. We spotted leopard footprints on the roadside and we followed them, but it went inside the jungle after a long walk on the road. Our driver received another call and we headed over there without wasting time. As we reached there, many or almost all the safari jeeps were waiting there to see the leopard. The entire narrow sandy roads is blocked from both sides due to the safari vehicle arriving, and we were somewhere in the last and we also waited. Some tourist there out in the middle is pointing to the leopard far somewhere inside the jungle. It was obvious that only them and none of the other tourists in all these vehicles were not able to see the animal. It took a long time for all of us to spot the leopard, which was resting on the ground far out there in the long distance, and it was lying on the ground. We all tourists in the vehicles were joking about the person who spotted that animal first in that area. After waiting for long duration, finally the leopard stood up stretched its body, and walked away to the other side of the hill. Moving through this jungle region is a delightful experience. We can have distant views even through the woods and bushes. The trees are not so tall, and above all, the green backdrop of the mountain ranges makes it more attractive. It's 5:30 in the evening now. The evening sunlight streams drops in between the tree branches, and the cold breeze is blowing to our face. It is about 17 degrees at this time here. We started driving towards Zone 3 of this Jhalana Leopard Reserve. Nilgais are grazing here and there alone. A carcass of a male nilgai probably must have caught by the leopards or even hyenas. It must be around a couple of weeks old. Also, we can see forest department is planting new trees at various areas in this forest. We stopped when we saw some spotted deers grazing on the side under the trees. As they walked close to us, we could see the male spotted deer limping with its front legs. And we all felt sad as we had a close view of that animal and as we came to know the reason for it when it came closer. The front leg is broken and its hoof is hanging with bones and meat visible. Definitely, this animal must have escaped some attack by the predators of this jungle some time before. Once again, our driver got another call on his mobile, and we rushed there. While he was cruising on the paths, the langurs made hindrances for us by sitting on the ground and not moving away. Reaching Jhalana Park is very easy as it is just about 11 kilometers from Jaipur town and very close to Durgapura railway station. Jaipur is well connected with all major cities of India via air, rail and road. However, I recommend visitors to make your own arrangements in place to return to your hotel well in advance before you start your safari here, and do not recommend depending on the last minute online taxi booking services as your service request may be rejected by them or even the drivers too. And as we reached to the leopard spotted area at Zone 2, so many vehicles were waiting there and the leopard is clearly seen to us but extremely difficult to get the animal focused on the camera. I could see people even watching this leopard from the top of the hunting tower. In a while, the leopard got up and stood, and while we were trying to focus it more closer, all other vehicles moved in and spoiled all the shots. It is 6 p.m. and it's dark already here in this area. The cameras are not focusing at all in this low light from this distance between the bushes. We traveled out of the safari park, and after getting down from the jeep, I walked to the interpretation center. It's an informative area with a lot of information and pictures of the wildlife in this forest. Just had a quick round through the pictures, and then I walked out to catch my cab to my hotel. After tonight, I am traveling to Delhi from this place. And from Delhi, I shall catch my next train to Kerala. Hope you enjoyed the scenes in this video and Jhalana Leopard Safari series. Please do support and share the videos and make your comments to the video. Till we see in the next video, this is Bijoy signing off. Thank you and bye.